Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Namaste. I love saying that. Welcome to Namaste. How many of us in the past would just walk around and say Namaste, Namaste? But you never really, maybe it was just a word, or maybe it was just something that you were told was a good thing to say. But now it's like, here we are. We are actually in the experience of Namaste, which simply means to have eyes to see and ears to hear, to see what is true, to hear that still quiet voice that is always speaking to us, telling you, you're home, you're home. You need do nothing. Just relax and breathe deeply. That's the experience of Namaste. And here we are living in it, whether you live here at the Namaste Village, which I think is what I'm going to call it from now on, by the way. I was taking a walk last night with this little foster dog over here, but we have a little German Shepherd foster dog for a couple of weeks. I was taking her for a walk last night, and I'm looking around this beautiful place, and I thought, this is a village. This is like just a little village. It's a Namaste village. It's a village where our primary focus is just to see what can be seen, as opposed to what? Seeing what cannot be seen, or at least trying to see what cannot be seen, which is what the ego does, which is what we've been doing in the split mind. But the experience of Namaste and our Namaste village, and the village also includes all of you, whether you're here physically or not, the experience is to see what can be seen, to see what God sees, to see through the eyes of Christ. Many different ways of expressing that, but it's the same thing. And the question we asked yesterday, which we're going to explore a little bit further today, is why not today? Why not right now? If you could step into that experience, the experience of your wholeness, the experience of your enlightenment right now, why wouldn't you? Well, here's the truth. It's happening right now. So why not right now? Once again, it's happening. The truth of you is happening right now. But for some reason, the gravitational pull of the illusion of you at the moment seems to be stronger than that whole pull of your true self, of heaven, if we would but surrender to it. But there seems to be this little pull that keeps drawing us back. But it doesn't need to, because the truth of you is happening right now. The wholeness that you are, that you've always been, is true right now, in this very moment. Salvation is happening right now. So that's what we're going to explore a little bit more today. I want to read a little bit more. Oh, here it is. Hold on. There we go. The impersonal light. I've just been opening this up in the morning, and I'm going to take this virtual background off, because the background I have behind me with this beautiful painting that we have now, I think is so beautiful. Why not just let that be the background? So this is what we're going to share today. The voice you hear and sense and love is who you really are. Once again, the voice with a capital V that you hear, that you sense, that you love is who you really are. The I am you've always been. And it's the same I am that animates all living things in the universe. And everything in the universe is alive. Everything that is real in the universe is alive. From the tiniest atom to the greatest sun, I am. In the least of your brothers and sisters, I am. This divine intelligence causes everything to grow and to become that which is its destiny to be. That divine intelligence, I am. I want you, everyone, just to say that with me. Just say, I am.
I am.
I am that. I am God. Can you say that?
I'm God.
Whoa, are you serious? Are you serious? How many of you remember the movie Out on a Limb, or the book, the Shirley MacLaine book and movie? I watched that, it was probably 1984 when it came out, because I remember I just graduated from Loyola in Chicago, and I was watching it with my partner Linda, and there was a point in that movie where this friend of hers, they're on some cliff or something, I think maybe overlooking the ocean. He said, I want you to put your arms out and say in your loudest voice, I am God. She said, I can't do that. That's blasphemy. So, well, why do you think why do you hold back? Can you say, I am one with God? Well, that's a little bit easier. I am one with God. But if you're one with something, isn't that what you are? Isn't that the truth of what you are? Yes. So what is it that makes us hold back and proclaiming the truth? I am that. I am God. I am all. It's that tiny gravitational pull that says, no, I'm not worthy. I'm guilty. I can't do that. So even if it's hard, I'm gonna count to 3. And I want us all to just put our arms out like this. Proclaim the truth. Okay, let's do it. We'll start off a little easier. I am one with God, and then I'm going to count to 3 again, and then we'll go for it. I am God. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I am one with God. Now, let's not even hesitate. 1, 2, 3. I am God. Whoa. Whoa, do you feel that? I am. All you need to do is to claim it. Is it really that simple? Unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately for who you think you are, yes, it is that simple. Fortunately for the truth of who you are, yes. But unfortunately for the you that you've claimed until now, yes, it is that simple. So let me read a bit more. If you're having trouble understanding how I can be the same I am that is in you and the same I am that is in your neighbor or the stone or the plant or anything else, don't worry. Stop trying to get it with your mind and let it get you. In fact, stop trying to do anything and you'll discover that you are everything. Stop trying to do anything and you'll discover that you are everything. Just allow what I am sharing to be true and it will fall into place on its own. And why not today? Why not right now? That could be the only lesson we really need. Why not right now? You can do it because it's already done. Why not just accept that I am that, I am whole, I am complete right here, right now. There's nothing I need to do. Just love. Just give that same gift away. Once again, is it really that simple? Yes, it really is. I am preparing you for the dawn of a new consciousness, a light that will illumine the deepest recesses of your mind and drive away the clouds of human misconceptions, as well as all the ideas and opinions that darken your intellect. If you continue to listen instead of running in fear, you'll comprehend everything, and I literally mean everything. I am you, your real and true self. That's who's speaking to you right now, not this personality that you think is sitting up in front of this beautiful painting. This is you speaking to you with capital Y's. I am you, your real and true self. That which you think you are not. That is only an illusion, a shadow of the real you. That which you call your consciousness is really my consciousness, thinned down to suit your human mind. You will recognize me when you empty yourself of all the ideas and concepts you have kept from me. You will see me when you finally surrender and stop asserting your identity, that which you are not. Once again, you will see only me when you stop asserting your identity, that which you are not. So, why not right now? Say it and it is so. It is true right now, so why not? I'll tell you why. Because you think that you need to change. You think you need to change to be that. Is that true, Neil?
Don't know.
Stay there. I don't know. It's a good place to be. Stay in the I don't know. But each and every single one of us, we think we need to change who we are, how we act, how we talk, how we dress, to be that which we are already. Based upon some idea that we have about what maybe an Indian master looks like or how they talk. Maybe if I change my accent, I speak softer, or wear the right spiritual clothing, maybe then let it go, right now, right now. Maybe that's your mantra today, right now. It's all we need. Just say yes. So I'm going to say yes to Victoria now and let her take us to even higher heights. So, dear Victoria, Vicky, please take the baton and run.
Okay, Brother James, here I am. I got it. It's on fire. So another way that I was realizing, Teddy and I have just been talking about this, that it's important to operate from our wholeness when it comes to the idea of, say, supply. How many of us leave our wholeness and operate from lack? Because I've seen myself do that, and it's an important place to return right here. Oh, I am. That means the treasure chest of everything is within me. Whatever is given me to do, so are all the details given to me for me to step into and to recognize rather than manufacture. So sometimes if we start a new project or a new something, we think we have to raise money or get get people or get locations. And I realized that years ago in the restaurants too, or wherever, that as soon as we do that, that's the interfering factor. And it's the thing that prevents the fullness from happening with grace and then puts us under the sweat of our brow law. But the wholeness, we have to activate wholeness in everything, because the one exception that we make, oh, I live in my wholeness, except I need to make some money to get new something, new house, new clothes, new whatever. As soon as we go there and think from scarcity, from lack of, we've left our identity and wholeness, and we've bought into the costume and the script and the split. And now we live in the split. And as soon as we go to the split, oh my gosh, there's a million rules. And the only one we have to remember is, oh my gosh, another oops, I jumped into the split. I don't know what I need. Back to I don't know. I just need to remember wholeness is within me. I am one with creation, with my source. That's the storehouse of everything. Any project I'm to do, anything I'm thinking of this particularly because our son yesterday saying, but Mom, the house sales tomorrow. Where are you going? Where are you going? I said, no, I don't know, Teddy.
Mexico.
Mexico. It'll be shown. And he says, Mom, what do you mean it'll be shown? I said, Teddy, I have to wait for the bells to go off. Then I'll know where the next step is, but no next step. So I'm just right here. But Mom, aren't you thinking about this or thinking about that or looking here? And he knows me. He knows I don't do that. But in this situation, it was good because Teddy and I together and saying, we don't know, it'll just show up when the time is right, because we have no other plan, because I am is my only plan in and out of time. I am, and that comes with a complete set of all details covered, which is so helpful, don't you think? It's like when I remember when you walked into Namaste there, and it was just the retreat center. It came with Joy and Franco and Augustine. It came with everything you needed. It came with trees that were already beautifully landscaped, a staff that was already in place, ready to join you, ready to sing a song with you. And that's the way it is. But if we get assertive, like you said, and try to resolve what we might think of as an obstacle or a project that we think we're to do, we've lost it. We've done oops right into the split. And all we have to do isn't correct all the oops, is just correct that one thing. That's the one problem, one solution, right back to, oops, I forgot who I am. I'm with the source of everything. I'll just wait for the wholeness to show up around me, and I'll have eyes to see. So we live by recognition. Eyes that see, recognize the next step to take in wholeness, in sweetness, in it's lyrical. You sing into it, you dance into it. It's not effort. And if it is effort, you've made it up. So let it go. And if it isn't, if it is meant for you, it will come to you. It will be given you. You won't have to search it out, make a vision board, plan it out, think about it. None of that. Let it go. When the inspiration comes, you take the inspiration in that moment and you live it. You're already full in the fulfillment of the inspiration, whether it's a Namaste village or peace around the world. It is already fulfilled in me. That's the power of each of us. There is no power outside. There's no power in the projects or the villages that we seem to physically look into. The power comes because we've chosen to live in the center of who we are. A byproduct of that is it shows up in a village or in a home or in your own bedroom, in your own kitchen. It shows up wherever we show up. It has to, because it's a fruit of the spirit. It isn't us trying to dig a garden and make it look like something. And when we are trying too hard, it's just oops into the split again. So go right back home to wholeness, and let wholeness be our guide. Let wholeness be our supply. Let wholeness be our bank account. I couldn't do anything without that cosmic account. I couldn't survive one day. That account always gives me plenty, and I'm always so surprised. So
Wow.
live
I
from
like
the
that. The cosmic
plentiful.
account.
It is. It's how, because they give you, I never had so much money in the bank as I do right now to pay for things. It's like, I don't know how that happened. By grace. Thanks, Jimmy. Thank you, everyone. I love you. And then the
Oh,
other side of that is the way to give it is to love. It's to bless. We have to be active. If we don't share the love and bless and give wherever we can, it gets all clogged up in us, because its nature is extension, is giving. So here's my brother.
hmm. Good morning, Teddy. Oh, you're muted now. There you go.
So I was thinking about what you were saying from the beginning, and this is sort of where I'm at, or my understanding. It's like when you say I am God, or I am God's son, which is probably more true to me. When I say I am God's son, what we've learned is it could be true, but it's not in the saying of it, it's in the acceptance of it. It's in the acceptance of the truth. And in the duality, what we have to look at is the fact that if we're not in the experience, then somewhere our rejection of it is greater than the attraction to it. And
Yes.
that's what we have to deal with. That's the dualistic nature of what we deal with, and where the forgiveness of ourselves and the healing of our mind takes place. You need to deal with the rejection of it, and the greater the rejection of it being greater than the acceptance, than the attraction to it. And that's when you can ask an honest question, like, what's wrong with being God's son? Like, what's so wrong with being God's son? And then you could see the stupidity of your own thinking to the opposite. And that's when you could just laugh it away. So that's sort of my bit of understanding for the day.
I love that. To realize that the experience comes when the attractive force, truth's attractive force, reality's attractive force is greater than my unwillingness, that the seeming force of my unwillingness to accept it.
Yep.
And what we're doing in perception is nothing more than the resistance to the truth of who I am. And so when we say, why not today? Why not right now? It's like you're in a tug of war and you're back and forth. And when we say, why not now? All we're saying is drop the rope. Get out of the game. You don't need to do that. You don't need to be pulling. Just drop it. And then the rest will happen on its own because it is true. You don't need to do anything to make the truth true. You just need to drop the rope. Does that make sense, Teddy?
Exactly. Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's why he says, I need do nothing. You need do nothing because it's already true. But the resistance to it being greater than the attraction for it means you got to look at that and say, what the hell am I doing? And in that, you can see that you don't have to, and why it's happening. And then you just let it be. Like we just heard that song, Let It Be, on the radio. You just let it be. It's an interesting thing. And that's why Jesus says, I need do nothing. I need do nothing to be as God created me. I just need to accept it. And the only way you could accept it is to deal with the resistance to it. Because the attraction to it is what we are. We are that. We are that, since, and there's nothing outside of our mind. So.
Amen. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you, Teddy. I'm just going to read a tiny bit more of this one chapter just to see if it challenges your seeming need to hold on to that rope. And if it does challenge it, but you feel the inspiration to let it go, then let this be the moment you do that. Just let go and let God. I am preparing your mind for this right now. Can you feel me beginning to convince you of the truth? It's easy for you to believe that every cell in your body has a consciousness of its own. Each cell is surrounded by millions more, each following a divine group intelligence which directs and controls every individual action. The cells of your heart, for example, all have a unique function, but they work together through the inherent intelligence of the heart. Then why is it so hard for you to believe that it's the same for you? I am the divine intelligence that directs both the individual and the collective because I know they share the same function. This is the impersonal I am of you, which is you, and yet is not you. Listen. The you, the I am of you, is to me what the cell consciousness of your body is to the true or divine consciousness. You are a cell of my body, yet your function, regardless of the specific actions you take or don't take in any given moment, is the same as every other cell, to be as one in the whole body, to be as one. You may choose to call this the body of Christ or the universal self, or to give it 1,000 other descriptions, but it will not change what it is, just as you cannot change who you are. It is beyond your ability to change the truth of who you are. So drop the rope. Just drop it. Don't need to hold it together any longer. And so it is. It's done. Oh, thank God. It's done.